Hello everyone, I all hope you had a very much quite of a beautiful morning and a very much quite of a great day indeed. And have a very much quite of a great day, great day indeed, guys. As you can see, guys, today's weather is quietly beautiful and very quietly superly sunny and also still quietly hot and warm as well. Regardless of the less, guys, I'm very quietly sorry for actually shooting up this much late. I had to exactly walk my dog Universe and give her some sort of fresh air as well in order for her to exactly enjoy herself, and it was also allowing me to bond with my pet as well. But now, regardless of the less, guys, I'm exactly still here and also quietly still present. Despite this, guys, I'm very grateful for your guys' support, and from those of you who are also quietly subscribing in YouTube and as well in TikTok. Superly grateful for your guys' support and very thankful for those of you who are still exactly staying with me on my journey. Please continue to do so and have a lovely, blessed weekend. And one more thing, only able to upload the long video in YouTube, only able to upload the entire long video in YouTube today. So you'll receive it next week, Monday, when we actually do the next episode as well. But for those of you who are actually watching TikTok and Shorts, you will actually receive the episodes of today's episode just to exactly to keep you informed as well. And from those of you who are also subscribing and following me on TikTok and on YouTube, thank you and very grateful for you guys. Have a blessed weekend and a great day. On today's episode, we're to speak about a super villain known as War Brother, which I actually previously exactly explained on the other episode, on a previous episode about the Hive brothers, exactly which they were quietly founded and led by War Brother in the which were quietly led and founded by War Brother in that previous episode, which you'll find it on. You'll directly actually find it on YouTube. So it's all there. You'll just have to look across the other previous episodes, and then you'll find the name War Brother and the picture and the image of him on that episode. So it explains everything about the Hive brothers. Anyway, let's get to it. War Brother is actually the founder and the leader of the Hive brothers, who are very powerful, sinister group of supervillains who are also partners, who are also longtime partners of an ancient secret organization, of an ancient secret organization known as the Order of the Six, which is an ancient and all-powerful secret society of supervillains that was quietly formed during the ancient times by Lord Six, who is the founder and leader of the organization and of the society itself as well. You'll find his previous episode on YouTube, and you'll actually find it there. Regardless of that, War Brother believed that his alliance with the members of the Order of the Six is quietly worth it all because they can exactly combine their resources and their greater expertise together in order to helping the members of the Order of the Six completing their sole goal and their sole objectivity in remaining the sole rulers of humanity and of planet Earth and of the entire solar system and of the rest of the sacred universe and of the rest of the sacred universe and of the known universe and of the sacred world as well in the process. War Brother completely understands Lord Six's true objectivity and goal into making sure that his people, known as the Six Nation Hunters, also become the sole dominant species of mankind, so where they can exactly rule from humanity with an iron fist. Regardless of that, so do the members of the Hive Brothers who believe in the members of the Order of Six's sole goals, missions, and purposes as well. And they're willing to do whatever it takes to facilitate it and finalizing its long-term plans, goals, and true missions, and its true ultimate goal to bear fruit, no matter what. And War Brother is a very powerful, greater philosopher and a very supernatural ideology. Very dangerous and very powerful as well. So let's get to him. In War Brothers previous life, he was a great formidable supernatural soldier of all soldiers and weapons, very highly formidable and very quietly good. He fought for the Four Nation Hunters during the sacred world's greatest civil warring state, when the sacred great nations of the sacred world were completely waging war against each other. War Brother would be used as a great weapon for great peace or for great destruction. Despite that, War Brother rose to the occasion and fought for the great Four Nation Hunters, stood side by side with them. He actually began to exactly love, and he began to exactly develop some sort of feelings and and great companionship with the Four Nation Hunter warriors that he was able to exactly share the understanding of stopping and preventing all wars in the process. He was quietly rumored as a legendary black powerful soldier of the entire Four Nation Hunter history. War Brother even won many wars and many battles throughout sacred history and throughout Four Nation Hunter history, Seven Nation Hunter history, Six Nation Hunter history, Eight Nation Hunter history, and all the other sacred Nation Hunter history. He won all the wars and demolished and exterminated and annihilated the monsters of the dark dimension, even preventing some wars from taking place and even some other wars from being facilitated and being orchestrated in the shadows, in the actual shadows, in the actual shadows of the sacred universe, in the actual shadows of the sacred universe that are being manipulated by powerful, sinister, shadowy, criminal, shadowy, ancient, and shadowy and all powerful, shadowy and ancient and all powerful super criminals and deadly super villains who are very, very deadly super masterminds and who are very ancient and very, very mysterious, who have a sinister objectivity and a goal themselves to altering sacred histories, events, and all of its species and histories kinds for their own benefit and for their own ancient machinations and goals as well in the process. Regardless of that, War Brothers succeeded in many, many outcomes, in many battles, in many great, great wars, so that he even got the attention of the original Lord of Magic, who was quietly sitting at the throne of the Shadow Empire, which I actually told you that the original Lord of Magic was quietly the one in power and in control of the Shadow Empire during the ancient times and during the many, many great centuries, during which at that time War Brother was quietly summoned by the original Lord of Magic at the central headquarters of the Shadow Empire, where War Brother mysteriously bowed down to the original Lord of Magic at the throne room and exactly told him that his plans and his goals won't exactly pose a threat to his ancient destructive goals or mission to annihilating and destroying the entire supernatural and superhuman and alien and Four Nation Hunters community of the entire sacred world and of the rest of the sacred universe in the process. The original Little Magic exactly believed War Brother's word as he exactly told him that he will, after all, take him in his word and exactly reassured him that he will respect his goals and his mission as well. But despite that, the original Lord of Magic exactly told War Brother that he'd be very quietly happy and delighted to have him as his greatest associate and greatest ally in his true destructive mission. Despite all of that setback and all of the and all of the great interesting proposition of the great original Lord of Magic was actually telling War Brother. War Brother exactly told the original Lord of Magic that he has to refuse the proposition and the offer, that he has his own goals and his own subjectivity, which are very more powerful and are very less destructive, but also very sinister. But that won't interfere with his long-term ancient goals and true obligation of his true soul mission of destroying and annihilating the threats of the entire sacred universe's creatures and inhabitants. That he will purposely stay away from, and he will do that with the rest of his associates as he can reassure the original Little Magic. The original Little Magic quietly reassured as he believed War Brother's true honorable word and commitment, and he told him that he's free to proceed with his soul objectivity as well. Despite that, War Brother able to left and able to gain the respect of the original Lord of Magic and his true recognition through the most powerful ancient creature, through the most powerful ancient dog magical creature of all throughout sacred and magical history as well. And he was able to see that through himself as well. And was able to get and gather the respect of the most powerful ancient creature and recognition from the original Lord of Magic as well. After the great meeting between War Brother and the original Lord of Magic, War Brother exactly began his soul's sinister plans and goal by going off mission against the Four Nation Hunter's sole purpose and taking up the mantle and the responsibility that the origin races were supposed to exactly taking up due to them being extinct to the entire sacred world and to the rest of the sacred universe. The Four Nation Hunters had to take up the responsibility and the mantle as well. Regardless of that, War Brother began intending turning his backs and betraying the Four Nation Hunters in the event to furthering his ultimate goals and his ultimate plans in the process, where he decided within the great middle century that it's time for him to form his own sinister group of powerful, greater, deadly associates and deadly criminals who can help him, who can exactly help him who can exactly help them utilizing their resources and also their great forbidden expertise and talents to furthering his own ultimate plans and goals in the process, and also aiding them on their respective goals and mission as well. Over the following centuries and years, War Brother completely exactly remained within the shadows and still exactly able to send powerful, sinister invitations to powerful, deadly super criminals of deadliest, of one of the most terrifying and one of the most unpredictable ones, such as Magic Brother, Hive Brother, Sacred Brother, Shadow Brother, and all the other sinister and all the other sinister criminals will be actually be joining forces to becoming members of his sinister group known as the Hive Brothers as well. When he exactly explained to the members in a different in by sending out different invitations to the different members, he explained to them his true motives and his true goals and plans, and the members of the organization began to realize that they actually share something in common with War Brother, and they said it's best that he exactly leads them and the organization so that it can successfully bear fruit with its sole plans and goals as well in the actual event. Over the following, over the great following years, War Brother exactly received a great anonymous invitation from Lord Six, who is a founder and leader of the Order of the Six, where he told Lord Six that he has formed the Hive Brothers, where the Hive Brothers are a powerful, deadly, sinister group of supervillains who are dedicated to becoming partners to the members of the Order of the Six, since they all share the same common interest. Lord Six was very quietly intrigued as he told War Brother that the members of the Order of the Six are very quietly happy to receive their greatest allies and partners of all time. In order to solidify their partnership, Lord Six shook hands with War Brother and exactly told them that they are hereby officially partners and officially associates of the both of the two organizations. And War Brother exactly reassured Lord Six that the organization will aid the members of the Six with their sole goals and ultimate plans to making sure that the Order of the Six's goals and plans can successfully bear fruit, no matter what. And Lord Six was very happy and exactly told him that their partnership is partnering up through their great benevolence and the respect of each other, and that their resources will be hereby shared equally to their associates and to the members and to the operatives that they can never exactly assign them into. And Lord Six seemed very quietly proud and very successfully happy of that as well, as did War Brother as well. On the on the actual on the actual on the actual 15 of January, War Brother exactly was quietly present through the video audience with the members of the Six, where he began to exactly systematically tell them that the Universal Heroes have quietly managed to make a huge breakthrough with the operations, that they managed to exactly taking down the top competitors' operational systems and all of the rest of the operational systems and all of the rest of the entire transportational systems. Regardless of that, Lord Six exactly told War Brother that's because everything is going according to plan, the way it's meant to be, and it will soon exactly bear fruit with the plans they've quietly installed for the rest of humanity, which will pave a way for them to remain the sole supreme rulers of the entire solar system and of the rest of the entire sacred world and of the rest of the entire sacred universe as well in the process, as well as War Brother seemed highly, very much quietly reassured of that, as he completely smiled with a very much great deal of relish as the members of the Order of the Six were through the video audience as well. On the on the actual 29 of February, on the actual 29 of February, War Brother actually reconvened with the members of the Hive Brother on a different powerful hideout, which was quietly within the ancient mountains of the great sacred dark magical wars that were completely waged down many centuries ago by the most powerful, devastating supernatural monsters and creatures who became highly abomination of what the original Lord of Magic's forces and dark magic users were experimenting on in order to creating supreme creatures and monsters to wipe out the Phoenician hunters in the process. The hideout itself was quietly within the great forest where there were two statues of great godlike magical creatures and beings of a powerful dark druid and of a powerful of a light druid, while the other statue was quietly inside the hideout, inside the great hideout, which was quietly wrapped around by a giant ancient magical sinister snake, which actually symbolizes the power of the being, the dark ancient mythical being's power and his true connections to animals and to reptile creatures and monsters that he actually bear. And this powerful, almighty ancient statue that was quite wrapped by the snake was also the most powerful ancient godlike creature known as the great formidable snake witches, the great formidable snake witches as well. Despite that, Wolf Brother was able to reconvene with the members of the Hive Brothers on the ancient hideout, which they were differently quietly on the opposite side of the great ancient statues snake of the great ancient statue surrounding of the great ancient statue snake that was literally surrounding the statue itself. Either way, Magic Brother was able to exactly tell War Brother that the preparations and plans must exactly go on according to plan, the way they were meant to be, and that the members of the Order of the Six must receive most powerful, devastating result for their plans and for their goals to systematically bear fruit. And War Brother began to agree with the rest of the group as well. On the 25th of March, War Brother was quietly able to exactly receive a video audience with the members of the Order of the Six on a different base of operation, where he was able to tell the members of the Order of the Six that they are ready to officially to proceed with the operation and with the rest of the experiment. The leader of the organization told War Brother that the death of the original Lord of Magic has created nothing but a power vacuum and ultimate destruction within the Shadow Empire itself, and that the other Shadow Empire warlords and commanders have formed powerful, sinister alliances with their top competitors, such as the members of the Order of the Five, Order of the Seven, and Order of the Four, and the members of the Court of Nature, and the members of the Founders, and the members of Sacred Five, and of the Sacred Circle, Unholy Alliance as well, and also the other sinister ancient secret society and of the other ancient sinister shadowy criminal elite organizations that are still unknown. With that, they don't exactly have their names yet, which I'll exactly tell you. And with the members of the Order of Power and the members of the Order of Death and the members of Sinister Magic as well. Regardless of that, War Brother began to listen to the members' true concerns that the top competitors are rising to power, and that the other shadowy criminal organizations are beginning to fully rise into power and ascend to power gratefully. But War Brother began to assure the members of the Order of the Six that he has a plan in mind in order for him to benefit through the chaos of the Shadow Empire, which he will use it to furthering his ultimate plan, as he begins to reassure the members of the Order of the Six of that, and Lord Six seemed quietly reassured of that as well. On the 18th of April, War Brother was quietly present within Magic Brother's secretive dark crystal laboratory, where he held up a powerful superhuman superhuman being of a creature inside of a experimental stasis pod, where he told him that he was about to create a powerful, devastating monster out of this supernatural being, which his powers are solely highly beautiful and also gratefully highly magnificent for the experiment to take place. To do so, he combined and infused the superhuman being and the superhuman creature with unlimited power of shadow energy and of red energy with the doses of red energy with the unlimited unknown substantial substance of the chemicals and serums, combining it all together, which the being and the creature went completely insane as he became armored up with a suit of an armor, and the creature began coming out of its stasis pod, as Magic Brother exactly told War Brother that this test of the experiment will finally put the worth and the power of the Order of the Six to be unchallenged and to be unmatched by any top competitor who dares exactly oppose them, and they're ready to proceed on with the experiment under his go. War Brother exactly told exactly Magic Brother then they must exactly proceed on with the test, and they have to exactly watch it through their monitors to see if the experiment will do what it's intended to do as well. On the 17th of May, on the actual 17th of May, War Brother and Magic Brother dispatched the supernatural abomination of a creature of their creation to attacking the great alien cities, which were quietly inside the which were quietly within the other known worlds and planets that are quietly on the far fringes of the known universe, that are between the sacred universe and the golden universe. So between those, despite that, the experiment exactly got the attention of the members of the Universal Heroes, such of Time Boy and of the other and of the other descendants of Time Boy's people, who also came to stop the experiment from wreaking large great havoc and destroying the alien city. As Magic Brother and Warboy began monitoring the greater experiments vitals within a great experiments laboratory, seeing that the creature's vitals and also the rest of its pulse and energy is beginning to die out. War Brother exactly told Magic Brother to destroy the experiment in order to destroy the enemy, in the process to resulting in a further destruction of all of the loose ends will be highly be destroyed. And Magic Brother completely agreed with that. But due to the fact that the creature was able to be substantially alive during the blast that it created, Magic Brother and War Brother began to realize that the potential of their creation is highly powerful and also highly dangerous and unpredictable, which Magic Brother began to tell War Brother that they will need to create more monsters and creatures that are highly unpredictable and also too terrifying for our obstacles, for the enemies of our obstacles, not to underestimate them. And War Brother completely agreed with Magic Brother on that point of view as well. On the 20th, on the actual 20th of June, War Brother was able to attend a video audience with the members of the Order of the Six to tell them about the attack that actually take news, and where he was able to exactly reassure the members of the Order of the Six that everything else is quietly going according to plan, the way it's intended to be. War Power exactly told War Brother that their failed attack with their greatest experiment was quietly the least of their worries, and that the heroes managed to survive it. But regardless of that, War Brother exactly reassured War Power, I'm exactly meaning by War Power, exactly reassured War Brother that he has a plan in mind to deal with the obstacles that are willing to stand in the way of their soul objectivity once and for all. And War Brother completely agreed with War Power on that point of view as well. On the 16th of July, on the actual 16th of July, War Brother was able to reconvene with the members of the Hive Brothers on an ancient powerful dark shadowy temple that had no symbols or no paintings, rather no statues, no nothing, just an ancient, great powerful temple. But it did actually have a powerful pieces. It did exactly have powerful glyphs and signs of ancient, powerful dark magical orbs and powers being told how to be used by the great powerful beings and monsters, and all of that, which only had paintings of ancient monsters and mythical creatures of its own status, which only explains how powerful creatures and beings can harness each other's powers and also using it to better up their abilities or to highly upgrade their powers in the actual process. Despite that, the members of the Hive Brothers exactly reconvened with War Brother, telling War Brother that the members of the Order of the Six have every right to be concerned about the future, about their plans and of their goals, and that it's time for them to deal with the threat head on. No more hiding in the shadows of the entire sacred world. Being shackled within the shadows has allowed the enemies known as the Universal Heroes to disrupt their plans and of their goals of the operation. War Brother exactly told the members of the Hive Brothers that they must exactly have patience and also great humility, that the planning and the operation will gladly take place. All they have to do is wait for the right time to strike, rather than not to strike with our emotions. It'll be quietly to be too dangerous and too careless of them to actually do so. And Magic Brother completely agreed with the leader of the organization itself as well. On the 22 on the actual 22 of August, War Brother and the rest of his super mercenaries of assassins were heavily equipped with dangerous weaponry and highly advanced technology, ready to go on a mission to annihilate the Universal Founders once and for all, which they were quietly able to intercept them on a great secretive mountains where they are about to go on a mission, where they were actually going on a mission to intercept one of the operatives, who were quietly luring them straight into a trap. The leader of the Universal Founders exactly told War Brother that they quietly know about War Brother's reputation and how powerful and dangerous it is. Thanks to the Phoenician hunters were able to tell them about War Brother's history to their kind and to the rest of his people. Regardless of that, War Brother exactly told the mercenaries to begin attacking and to dispose of the threat effective immediately, where a powerful genetic magical shield of a bear began activating within the mountains, where the forces of good and evil will be finally be clashing as the universal founders wage war with War Brothers assassins and with War Brothers assassins and mercenaries. The leader of the group exactly fought War Brother head on and literally took him down completely. War Brother was completely surprised and very, very agitated that the leader of the Universal Founders is very powerful and also very quietly good, as if both of them were quietly evenly matched, and told him that killing them now will be quietly too useless. They still have to serve a very, very crucial role that needs to be served, and War Brother decided to disappear within the scourge of the battle, and the rest of his assassins were completely taken into custody and sentenced directly to the Astral Prison to wait crimes to be paid to be punished for their crimes against the sacred world and against the sacred universe as well. I did exactly explain to you what the astral prison is, so you exactly know actually what the astral prison is and what the sacred prison and the dark ark prison is. For some of you don't know, for some of you who don't exactly know what the astral prison is, you'll find it on the episodes in YouTube, and you'll have to just go way way far away, way down, and you'll find the episode that explains the astral prison. But regardless of that, let's continue on the actual 13 on the actual 13 on the great actual 13 of October. War Brother was able to reconvene with the members of the Hive Brother on the different sinister hideout, which this time had statues of weird monsters and different types of werewolves and creatures and fairies and witches and druids and vampires and all types of all of that, where they all exactly began to agree that the operation was highly a successful debate in order to taking down the obstacle. And the other member of the Hive Brothers began to agree with War Brother that they have to take a different turn of events, which will not result in their plans failing and also failing after. That they all exactly learned the hard way that the Universal Founders and the Universal Heroes' abilities in thwarting the operation has now cost them so much of their plans to be disturbed and to be either to be folded in a far future. And War Brother desperately agreed that they will not repeat their failings ever again, and definitely will not be happening ever again. As the other members began to agree on that. On the 18th of November, War Brother attended a video conference with the members of the Order of the Six, where he told them that the organization will hereby slow down its operation, but still exactly keeping tabs on the progress of how the Four Nation Hunters of the Intergalactic Coalition will be doing its work and its sole mission. You know that their plans have failed visibly. They have to exactly take a slow back seat. And the other member began to agree with War Brother that it's best that they slow down with the operation rather to exactly getting and attracting unwanted attention. Despite that Lord Six was able to tell War Brother that he has a plan in mind which could benefit them greatly. In order for them to successfully win to this plan, they have to orchestrate a major event that could benefit them very greatly, but it's worth a risk in losing some of their resources to this plan. And War Brother seemed very highly enlightened as he agreed with the leader of the organization itself. On the 12th of December, War Brother was quietly within the Dark Crystal Temple, where he convened with the dark magic users, such as the Dark Druids, the Dark Witches, and the Dark Faithful, and told them that he needs them for their great expertise in dark magical science and powers and abilities to creating highly scientific and cosmic destructive and highly cosmic destructive weapons and technology, which his organization's operatives might need to utilize. And the dark magic users agreed they'll actually do so in hopes of remaining highly loyal as loyal great servants to him and to the rest of the associate. And War Brothers seemed highly pleased that the dark magic users would rather exactly serve the members of the Hive Brothers and the members of the Order of the Six, which quietly seems an equal even match for them and equal even footing for them, which they're in their place in the organization. And War Brother told the dark magic users that's exactly good for him and good for the rest of the other members, and that they should proceed with the given assignment. And the dark magic users agreed on proceeding with the assignments and with the given dark experiment notation to proceed on as well. On the 20th of on the 20th of January, War Brother was able to actually we was able to be present during a video audience with the members of the Hive Brothers as one of the operatives began telling them who was quietly they were all quietly within the video monitors as the operatives began exactly stepping in from the shadows, telling the members of the Hive Brothers that everything else is ready to go out according to plan the way it's intended to be. The pawns already set in place. The entire world will witness the demise and the capturing of Mr. X, who is a high-ranking member of a powerful ancient criminal organization known as the Founder, and the Founders will be completely crippled of their power and of their influence through humanity in the process. The leader of the Hive Brothers, known as War Brother, told his operative that the plan is worth the debacle in order for them to losing the inside operative, which will actually gratefully benefit them. And the operative exactly told them that it's worth the risk if in order for the plan to succeed to bear fruit. And he asked the other members, have they all exactly adjourned and agreed to the decision? Well, then they all exactly gave out their entire respective decision that it's best to go forward with the operation, and they exactly began making a counter decision that it's time to initiate the next step of the phase, which is phase 6. The plan must go forward as well. On the aftermath of the event, the members of the Hive Brothers were all exactly still present during the video audience as Lord Brother began telling the operative that the plan was quietly worth it, because in doing so, they've gained a new member within the new organization, and they told the newest member not to be modest because of his powers and his abilities. In doing so, his services are hereby fully appreciated to the organization, which served very gratefully for the plans in order for it to bear fruit. Now that they have full control over the entire secretive countries of the entire secretive countries of humanity, they'll be able to manipulating the great prince of the entire kingdom and using his resources to furthering their goals. And the members of the Order of the Six will be hereby fully be happy and fully highly appreciative that the operation went a successful way, and the operative agreed that they're ready to proceed on with the next step of the crucial plan as well. On the 17th of February, War Brother was able to reconvene with the members of the Order of the Six in an ancient dark crystal temple, which was quietly in a dark, powerful world that's quietly ruled by powerful, evil warlords, commanders. It does have the great army and armada. It does have a great army and armada of powerful warlord armies and soldiers who are highly exactly serve the greatest high evil monarchs of all monarchs within that entire planet as well. Regardless of that, War Brother was able to tell the members of the Order of the Six that the operation has successfully taken place and that everything has quietly gone well since they all lost spoken. And the leader of the organization seemed very happy and that everything else is set into motion and that it's time for them to begin the final plan and cooperation to be initiated and to proceeding on according to plan as well. On the 25th of March, War Brother was able to be present during the video audience with the members of the Hive Brothers on his central headquarters, where he was able to telling them that the members of the Order of the Six are hereby highly delighted and very quietly pleased that the event worked very well and very completely marvelously well, so that they are even willing to initiate the final phase of the plan, that it's time for them to proceed on with the next tactical phase. And the other members agreed that it's actually time. And the newest member, who was quietly creating a powerful shadowy obstruction, bright shadowy obstruction of light, able to concealing his identity, agreed that they are ready to mobilize their forces as well. On the actual 8th of April, War Brother was able to travel through the great forest of the great hidden villages, where he met with his long time great secretive collaborator, who was a different masked individual, and told the masked individual that their plans and their goals are successfully bearing fruit and that their long-term partnership with the members of the Order of the Six has successfully gained many ounce of resources and many gain ounce of resources and great followers through its goals and through its sole purpose. The masked individual told the great war brother that he's so pleased with his goals since you are quietly the most powerful, pivotal, great warrior and soldier of your time. During the previous ancient times and the ancient centuries, you fought for the great four nation hundreds during the great nation, during the great sacred nation civil wars, and that made you a great prodigy of a warrior. And despite that, the masked individual who wasn't exactly wearing the same iron mask, not the very much quite of a different one that I actually told you about. This one was quietly wearing a different mask. Either way, he told War Brother that their friendship has quietly paved a way, that he made a big mistake in keeping his full secret away from him, since he was also the closest to him as well. In order to exactly show that he was quietly sorry of him, he definitely removed his mask to show his face and his true identity to War Brother, mocking him and also convincing him that he is his true great loyal friend and also true partner in their goals. And War Brother shook hands with the masked individual and exactly told him that he will entrust him with the goals, and so did the masked individual as well, stated that he will also entrust him with the goals as well, since both of the organizations and of the other of the organization of the Order of the Six will also benefit greatly. They all share a common goal, but their goal and their sole objective is far different than the Order of the Six. And War Brother began to agree on that. But either way, the members of the Hive Brothers will assist his organization's goals to furthering its top primordial, sinister, ancient goal of all sacred history. And the masked individual began to be happy, stating that he will count on you on that very word that he made, and so did War Brother as well. On the 21 of May, War Brother was able to exactly reconvene with the members of the Hive Brother on the central headquarters, which is a different base of operation, in telling them that their secret collaborator has officially agreed that it's time for them to begin their goals, and the members of the Order of the Six are very impressed with everything. They know what's quietly going on, and they are well aware what's quietly at stake. And the other members begin to agree that they'll never underestimate the obstacle of the universal heroes and of their abilities or anything ever again, and they'll never make the same mistake ever again. And at this time, they have a different, new, highly skilled assassin who's more worthy enough to deal with the threat. War Brother exactly told the member to reveal the new mysterious assassin. The new mysterious assassin began revealing himself as he was also wearing a mask, and told the members of the Hive Brother he's ready to proceed on with his soldier activity and mission. I haven't exactly given the new assassin a new name, but I will actually tell you about his name one day, and also his story as well, and how he got mixed up with the members of the Hive Brothers and with the leader of the organization as well. Either way, the new assassin began exactly revealing himself from the shadows of the hideout and began telling the members of the Hive Brothers he's ready to complete his full assignment and he's ready to go forth. War Brother warned the assassin not to compete against Ghost Master, Red Knight, Golden Knight, or Shadow Knight, or the Silver Knight, not to compete against those top, powerful, sinister criminals. They are very deadly, and each one of them is a member of a powerful ancient organization. It will be wise not to underestimate them. Ghostmaster, on the other hand, is quietly a free lancer, since he really quietly left and defected from the founders as a greater personal enforcer of the group. Due to that, they quietly actually betrayed him, so he had every right to defect from the organization, which War Brother was able to see and understand through his defection. But he told them not to underestimate Ghostmaster. As his top competitor, he must be a very well alert and very well open. And the assassin began to agree on that as well. On the on the actual 20th of June, War Brother was able to meet up with Magic Brother on his dark magical hideout of his secret laboratory, which is quietly within the ancient caves, where there are full dark secrets of shadow energy and of wild energy and of powerful dark magical creatures and items and highly cryo-frozen, highly cryo-frozen stasis cryopods of creatures and monsters that were all quietly trapped there, where Magic Brother began telling War Brother that due to the fact that they have more followers and more resources of the dark magic users of the dark chosen of the dark witches and the dark faithful, they can now begin to advancing their creations and the experiment in a better way, which, thanks to them, he has created a powerful ultimate weapon that could bring about the end of all sacred reality, an interplanetary device of a bomb, that can detonate and destroy many thousands of solar planets and systems in one full of a blast. And he also has a fleet ready to begin its sole mission. Robot exactly told Magic Brother that it's best that they hold this failsafe. When the time is right, they will activate it. But for now, let the universal heroes fight the top competitors and the enemies in the battle and in the wars. When the time is right, they will activate the failsafe. But for now, let us just exactly sit back from the shadows and let everything else continue to go well. They have the operatives and the inside agents who are highly activated within the great sacred nations of the great sacred nations of the sacred world and ready to proceed on with their plans. Just enough time for them to see how will the war exactly work out through its space, especially now that there's a new Lord of Magic known as Lord Jet and Lord Clay and Lord Bradley and also Lord Cole, who are becoming more powerful and more dangerous, sinister new Lord of Magics, far greater than the previous original Lord of Magic. And Magic Brother began to understand the concerns of War Brother, but he asked him one question: is he quietly afraid of challenging Lord Jet, who is a new Lord of Magic? War Brother quietly admit that he does have an equal advantage with Lord Jet, but with Clay and Bradley he does not, despite that they will still take him down. So he agreed that it's best that they keep their distance and watch the events play carefully while they're solely manipulating them and influencing the prominent individual throughout Nation Hunter, homelands, cities, and planets, and also manipulating some of the human agents that they already have quietly in their pockets. When the plan is ready, they'll proceed on. They'll just keep the bomb as a backup failsafe, just in case things don't go according to plan, which will act as a highly powerful failsafe. And Magic Brother began to agree on that as well, as he told his old friend that it's good to be powerfully associated with a highly intelligent leader such as himself as well. And so did War Brother. Despite this, guys, War Brother is highly observant, key minded, powerful, super strategist, and a tactician, wise, also patient, noble, and also once quietly honored, great soldier, great supernatural soldier, and a great supernatural soldier and a warrior for the Four Nation Hunters. During his past days working for the Four Nation Hunters and fighting side by side with them, he grew to have a great personal attachment to the Four Nation Hunters. But after that, he quietly grew cold and quietly distant and very highly cold and very quietly highly heartless as well. Due to that, he was able to gain a new philosophy and a new greater perspectivity in seeing the sacred world's greater sacred reality the way it's supposed to be, that the original Lord of Magic would never accept these creatures or any types of these supernatural creatures or beings of what they are, that it will exactly want them dead and also quietly destroyed. He even quietly saw that during that what the original Lord of Magic was trying to do in killing and exterminating all these creatures will create an all-out war, not just for the Four Nation Hunters, but for the rest of these creatures that will be fighting amongst themselves, which will create a friction and a division within the Four Nation Hunter community and within the other sacred great nations community as well, which will continue to divide them and also furtherly splitting them apart. Due to that as well, he was able to gain a different perspectivity and a greater powerful philosophy in teaming up and forming sinister powerful alliances with such as greater powerful super criminals such as the members of the Hive Brothers and the members of the Order of the Six. The members of the Hive Brothers believe in the Order of the Six's goals, mission, philosophy, and the organization's true obligation and sole authority of its true mission, and they are willing to utilize their influence, resources, connections, power, political connections, which some members do possess, expertise, talents, and greater influence, which each of them exactly possess due to their skill set and due to their skill minding operation, as each member can always contribute to the group of the organization, as so does it goes for the members of the Order of the Six. He knows that each member of the Order of the Six has their own personal goals, but regardless of that, they're willing to further the organization's goals and utilizing their resources and each of each other's resources to furthering their ultimate goals and their own personal agendas and their own greater personal agendas and soul activities as well, to taking control of their own separate neighboring worlds, cities, and civilizations for their own personal goals. Despite that, he respects the members of the Order of the Six and the leader and founder of the organization, and he quietly views him as an equal partner when he said that they're quietly happy and highly benevolent, and that they respect quietly highly that they're quietly highly benevolent of their greater partnership due to them becoming partners for many centuries of the ancient time, and they formed an ancient pact together. It's because they knew each other many centuries ago, and they quietly respected each other as well. Due to this, War Brother had become a super immortal soldier and a weapon, and highly efficiently intelligent, key minded, highly good with seeing obstructions from afar away. He wears an armor, like literally an armor. In the previous episode that I actually showed you about the Hive Brother, he wears an armor, literally pure armor, like everything that hides his it hides completely his eyes except for his mouth. His armor is literally describes his true personality, that he is ruthless, heartless, merciless, highly committed to the goal, and also highly committed to his organization's goals and to his plans as well. He's very good in hand-to-hand combat, swordsmanship, tactician, and marksmanship, stealth, disappearing, reappearing at will, and also with the capabilities of endurance and super agility, super limping, super strength, super speed, telepathic and psychic communication, which he does that without anyone else paying attention, to communicating with the other members of the organization of the Hive Brothers as well. He does have hidden powers and hidden abilities which some Formation hunters don't know about, and he does it on purposely to keep his powers and his abilities quietly hidden. He's extremely immortal, highly relentless, very powerful, dangerous, and deadly, and is also unpredictable. Due to his long gravity, he was able to learn that the universal heroes and their allies are too powerful to be taken lightly, especially with the abilities in thwarting his operation and his long-term plans with his partner's goals, known as the members of the Order of the Six. He decided it's best to study the threat, then take a different way in order to dealing with the threat in another way that could benefit his partner's plans and also his secret collaborators, members, associates of their plans and goals. The masked individual that I actually told you about, guys, who's also a different masked member. He's his longtime colleague and friend during out the great wars of the century. He met up with him, and the both of them shared a common interest. Due to them becoming weapons of mass destruction, they share a common interest and they share a common goal, and they view each other as great long-term friends. And the two of them are so close that they even very much quietly closer as together. And the masked man even quietly apologizes to War Brother for keeping him in the dark for far too long due to the past events taking highly different places with the power vacuum and the chaos of the Shadow Empire. The prophesized child known as the universe, known as the new universal man, who is a son of the previous universal woman and previous of the universal woman and universal man, has returned and created the death of the original Lord of Magic, which resulted in more chaos and more destruction within the empire. He was quietly willing. He was quietly actually highly apologizing to keeping his true identity and secrecy hidden to his closest and most powerful friend of all. Despite that, he still exactly respected him, and he also still actually respected him because of him. Because of that, they do share a common interest and a common goal and a highly powerful philosophy, which the two of them exactly uses. He does respect the members of the masked man's powerful shadowy elite criminal organization, and the members of the Hive Brothers also share their resources with them. In return, they provide each other with great intelligence and information. They have eyes and ears everywhere. And like I said before, guys, word in the sacred world travels faster than anything else ever does. Like the death of the original Lord of Magic, it spreaded like wildfire across the entire known universe, so that even though members of the Hive Brothers were able to hear the news about it, despite that, War Brothers still respected the original Lord of Magic. He didn't quietly hate him or anything, he still respected him and still showed true kindness and true dedication to him. Despite them having different opposite goals, on the very first day he quietly met him, he respected his power and his true loyalty and his compassion to to the goal that he quietly had, even if they were quietly the same different objectivities that they were not willing to actually agree on or either willing to hit each other on. Despite that, he respected him so badly that he even received recognition from the original Lord of Magic, the recognition that he wanted so badly to see through himself, and he also quietly able to see through himself as well. Regardless of that, War Brother is always true to himself, always flawless with his mission, highly good with greater adaptability, and highly very good with greater powers of adaptability and evolving. He has different fighting martial arts techniques and weaponry and powers and greater hidden talents and abilities that he is willing to utilize to his own. He has greater sleeper agents, operatives of his organization who highly work for him, and some evil, powerful, mysterious Foundation hunters who also don't share the same goal and the same vision as the other Foundation hunters with the members of the Universal Heroes in protecting the supernatural, alien, and superhuman communities. They don't exactly share those goals, which also quietly becomes the secretive agents within the sacred government of the Four Nation Hunters to infiltrate it and also to get an inside intelligence for them. He has powerful super agents and greater operatives as well. Very clever, very 12th level intellect, highly intelligent, very quietly good in maintaining his individual basis of operation as well as his central headquarters, which is a very different mysterious hideouts where he uses it in order. They are quietly scattered hideouts within the sacred great nations where he uses them in order to operate in full secrecy and convene with the members of the Hive Brothers and with the members of the Order of the Six. Despite that, he's highly resourceful, possesses greater dark influence, power, accuracy, true intelligence, might, and great deception. Highly observant, very good in deception, but also quietly good in seeing things from a very far away, and also greatly with the power of perception and very quietly good with the power of detection and sensing enemies from a far distance, which he does have a forbidden technique to actually sense his enemies from a far greater distance as well. Very resourceful, very quietly honorable, once quietly honorable, but still dark, merciless, cruel, not so heartless, but does still have a great compassionate heart as he always does, and very highly skilled in hand-to-hand combat, and also super worthy and super a supernatural soldier and weapon he is, but his own standing man and highly dependent and very gratefully powerful and deadly as well. Respects the members of the Order of the Six and the members of the Hive Brothers and the members of the secret shadowy criminal organization of the Masked Man as well. So guys, that's it for today's episode. I'll actually see you tomorrow. I'll actually see you next week on Monday. So I'll upload this episode for today, and then you'll receive it on TikTok and on Shorts as well. For those of you, you'll receive it on next week Monday morning. I'll upload it, and then you'll have it then on long videos on YouTube. So enjoy your weekend, guys, and have a blessed week and have a blessed day. Today's video episode was about War Brother, super villain, founder and leader of the Hive Brothers as well. So that's it for today's episode. See you next week Monday. Enjoy your weekend. Take care of yourself and have a blessed day, and stay happy and stay warm and stay safe. May God bless you all and enjoy yourself. Appreciate your support. Please continue supporting me. It means a lot to me, and I'll straightly do the same. Bye. Bye.